Ramble. All right. So right now, spoilers for Carole and Tuesday in a 1, 2, 3, go. How long was that dude in a coma?
Okay. So
that's my first question. Because he died, and then it cuts back
there were a few
apparently
things.
Days, possibly weeks later, and he's just still laying there with the robot over him.
Yeah, I kind of cut my. Oh damn the odds, man!
Baby boy.
I kind of cut my criticism of that from the review portion because I thought it was a little too nitpicky, but because it's anime. But I mean, I felt like there were a couple of moments where something that was so grounded asked you to draw real big.
Yeah, that was the one that was kind of stretching me. That was the one that stretched me. Honestly, the others, there's other stuff in there.
He pretty much had died. You thought he was dead. But his robot wakes him up to be like, Carole and Tuesday are contacting you.
And he's like,
you need to sing this song. You just see his
hand twitch. It's like, how cool was his piano, though?
Oh, it was very cool.
Was it? So I don't know if it was the exact same one, but it looked very similar to the one they played in episode 2. You remember?
I don't think, I do remember it. I don't think it was the same
I don't know if it was the exact same, but it was still very cool and futuristic, and I loved it. Maybe, yeah, good stuff. But yeah, man, that was a definite suspension of disbelief for me. Much as I love that character, I was like,
yeah.
But yeah, it worked out very well, I think, in the end. Also, the freaking bomb of what's his butt? Is it Tao? Am I saying that right? Tao.
Yeah, Tao.
And Angela being some kind of clone baby.
Yeah, so that was just they just threw that right at you that's
the one where I was like, this seems so out of nowhere. Hang on, Professor, what was his name? Let me Google that. Make sure that wasn't from Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that kind of threw me. I'm like, do we know for sure that this isn't a thing? That was out of nowhere.
Dude, it did come out of nowhere. All right. That's what I told Kat was one of my complaints. I wish that there were a different resolution to their storyline.
Yeah, that one was weird for me.
I get what they were saying. I get what they're going with. That's why Tao was drawn to help her. He spent so much time working with getting her set up or whatever.
It was wild.
Otherwise, he didn't have people. He didn't care to have anybody around. That's why. That's what they were going for. That's why he was interested in doing it.
I get it,
but it just didn't feel good.
It was just kind of really wild. I did enjoy pretty much all of it. I will say, man, oh man, they really went into the freaking drugs on this one. We had Flora and also Angela just dipping into the Xannies. Damn, girl.
Yeah, they're called fucking Xannies.
Oh boy, the Xanax.
Yeah,
just
Flora. When Flora showed up on the show, they had drawn her out like she had a few city miles on her.
Yeah, man, she was getting the shakes and the sweats. You know what I'm saying? God bless, but god damn.
Yeah. We had a whole lot of artists have Erdogan had his crisis there.
I want to talk about Erdogan's beatboxing.
Oh yeah.
Me and Haley were watching this shit and we lost it when that happened because he's literally just and we were like, holy shit, this is a thing. And I was like, hang on, I want to hear that in Japanese. And we watched it again in Japanese. And we were like, she was like, wait, let's do it in French. We did every language and it was different every time. They actually had him do it. It was great.
Like it.
It was freaking great. He just straight up starts beatboxing and doing this song.
And Tao's like, I'll do it.
Yeah, that convinced him. It was amazing.
Who am I? I need to get me one of those Who Am I shirts.
Who am I? I loved that. I do love that, it's been his catchphrase. Who am I? Oh, to God. Everybody loves him. But then he has his crisis, who am I? It's come on, dude. Get your shit together, you fucking ding-dong. And I hated his little Pinocchio manager thing.
Yeah.
God, what a dude. Now, okay, who's worse? Pinocchio manager or the Scammerbot?
I love Scammerbot.
You love Scammerbot.
I wish
was kind of great.
I wish Scammerbot was a mainstay on the show.
I do love that, when he got Pinocchio manager, that he kicked him into the sky and sent him blasting off again. It was perfect. It's like, holy shit, Erdogan, you got a fucking kick on you. He sent him into orbit, for God's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. I liked so much about the show.
It was a lot of fun. Can we talk about Steve Aoki being in the crowd at the freaking awards?
Is that who that was?
That was Steve Aoki. He calls him Steve. Steve Aoki like composed a lot of the songs. He helped compose like most of the songs, and like he's literally just there's Steve Aoki on the thing.
It's the guy that looked like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, it was Steve Aoki. There was actually a bit where I
saw Willie Nelson at one point.
I was like, is that Willie Nelson? It looks like it's supposed to be. How do you feel about Lonesome Clarence?
Dude, you know Lonesome Clarence was my boy. And the moment that I saw him on that card, I was like, all these new artists, but all I want to know is who is Lonesome Clarence.
I want to know about, that's what I said. I was like, I want to know more about Lonesome Clarence. And then he shows up and he's like, howdy, y'all.
You fucking get Lonesome Clarence in that end scene, and it is fucking amazing.
It's really good.
It's reminiscent of that time that Tim McGraw and Nelly did a song.
It's so bad. But is it worse than Accidental Racist? freaking LL Cool J. Fuck. All right. I had something else I want to talk about here. But yeah, the Steve Aoki thing. I believe I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if they mentioned him on the show previously, but Carole and Tuesday, their Instagram is real. And you can go on there. I believe when I remember checking it, I knew Steve Aoki had something to do with the show because I looked at their stuff and they were following Steve Aoki. It was like their only follow, I think, on the real Instagram. And I was like, but yeah, Steve Aoki like literally was like a big deal on the show. He like actually did some shit, and then they made him an anime. They put him in there. One more thing we got to talk about.
It's got to be that ending.
The very, very ending. I remember seeing people talking about it online and not knowing what they were talking about. And like, bro, it hurt. Like the very end of the thing, it's like, will be continued. And it's like, huh? Like me and Hay were like, oh, like there's gonna be more? And then it's like, in your mind, fuck you.
Yeah, so Kat was super salty about that. She was upset.
I don't blame her. You told me that you took it in stride. You thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I was pretty upset. I was like, come on, y'all.
Yeah. I don't know if I thought it was as funny because I'm kind of used to it, or
because Kat was so angry.
Yeah, Kat had her hands in the air celebrating, and then they like, dropped that, and she was like, oh.
I think it's at that point.
I could feel her pain.
Honestly, I feel like at that point, like, because I had the same experience, and I was like, what? Like, I was so happy, and then it pops up, I'm like, and it's less about it like not being more, and more about the embarrassment of having gotten so excited for it, because it's like, aw, you fuckers. They really swerved me on that one. It was very upsetting, and I didn't much care for it.
Yep.
But yeah, anything else to say about the show, man?
No, not really. It's just very good.
It's good stuff.
Like, I really wish that Netflix would not to go back to the Dead Horse, but give us the option to watch the sub.
It'd be nice if they just put it out as it goes. But,
I mean, we paid for the shit.
You know they won't.
Yeah,
and you got the fancy Netflix now.
Yep.
Oh well. But yeah, man, that's good old Netflix for you. So Roger, we're done talking about good old Carole on Tuesday, a show that we both enjoyed very much. I have a question that I must know the answer to.
What's that, dude?
What have you been watching?
Good, buddy. I actually have anime to report.
Oh, yeah!
So, for sure, I watched all the new MHA. I'm current on that.
Of course.
Very good stuff going on there. Some of these characters we're getting are awesome.
Yeah. Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
The dude, the lock dude, kind of bums me out.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause I was like watching it, and he shows up, and I'm like, oh, this guy looks fun, and he's talking, and he's kind of a jerk because he doesn't like the kids or whatever. It's like, all right, fine, whatever. And I was like, just out of curiosity, I flip it over to the subtitle with the Japanese audio. And it's like he's just talking like a normal dude, and the subtitles are like him saying normal stuff. And I flip it back to the dub, and he's like, "You expect me to trust these kids? Shit!" And I'm like, "Okay,
yeah,
show."
They blackified him.
Yeah, they kind of blacked him up. Which, I mean, hey, fine. Like, it's a black character, but like, It's kind of the equivalent.
I don't know that I would I don't know that I could, if they were doing that in Japanese, if I could pick it up.
Well, that's the thing is like if they were or weren't, I wouldn't know. But the subtitles didn't show that.
Sure.
The subtitles didn't have him going meh or shit like anything like that. Whereas the voice acting did in English. So I mean, I can't say for sure yes or no on that one. It didn't sound any different from the other characters to me, really, but I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But it just kind of bummed me out a little bit.
Sure.
But I mean, it's kind of the equivalent of like saying, here's a character who is a like a really smart dude, and having him be like, yes, hello, blah blah, this thing I'm telling you about a science
yes.
thing. And then having like, okay, now here's the dub, and he's like, well, you see, it's like, okay, you can't just exaggerate the shit.
Sure.
It really bummed me out.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think too much of it, but you know, like obviously there is a difference in, you know, like I'm just a white dude watching a show.
All right. Getting off my soapbox.
Yeah.
Do enjoy the show. I really am enjoying it, and I do like that character. I just, But yeah, it's good stuff. It's still very good. But yeah, how do you feel about your girl getting all gooey on this one?
She was so gooey.
What the hell, dude?
I don't know. But
That's one that, like, it's one of those where I remember people were like talking about how in the manga, like it being like when you first see what's her butt during the hero training thing,
right?
And she's like, you know, it's the one girl from the other school or whatever,
yeah,
and she's all gooey and stuff. She's all gooey and stuff, and it's like, okay, cool, there she is. But then like there was a whole thing where like people were like, well, in the manga, it's like the goo isn't like a different color or something. Like it looks like she's actually nude, whereas they made the goo a different color on the show, so it looked like she was covered or something. And I was like, y'all need to chill. Y'all just really want to see some titties. Well, you see a little bit of titties, butt crack in this one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, there you go. You happy now?
See a little bit of that butthole.
You do not see a butthole. That would be too much.
I really like some of these villains.
Hey, baby. Just show me that butthole.
Jesus Christ. I like some of these villains, but what I'm really enjoying is, damn, I freaking like Kirishima. This is like the season of Kirishima and Fat Gum.
Fat Gum's freaking rad.
Yeah.
Fat Gum is so much cooler than I thought it was. When he shed all that weight,
you get to see like what he actually looks like. Like
what he looks like when he's not big boy.
Yeah, it feels like, okay, like now this is a cool thought out quirk.
That's a really cool quirk. It does kind of, part of me's like, all right, so he's not really fat, or he is really fat. I don't know.
Hey,
but it's really
all
cool.
Fat people are really a muscly man on the inside. We got to carry all this weight around.
Roger, stop. You're just keeping your 6-pack warm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the worst. We're just a bunch of chunks over here. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, it's a good season. I'm liking it. I'm with you.
And then I caught all the way up except for yesterday's episode. Yesterday as of recording. So this week's episode is what I'll say. Of Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
How freaking cool.
Let me tell you about how hard this season goes. It's gonna go hard.
I'ma go hard.
God damn, this season is amazing.
How great was that?
This show
fucking
is so
space mech
good.
battle?
Oh God, it was awesome.
Oh, they got swords and axes. Oh.
The ship battles and stuff too.
Yeah.
Ooh, they really stepping it up this season.
There's a lot of really good stuff, and Roger has not seen the latest episode, so I will not talk any more about it. But it's brutal.
God, yeah, it gets brutal, but
yeah, man,
I'm really enjoying it. If you watched the first season and you haven't checked out the second, now's your time. They're doing the dub on Funimation. I'm pretty sure it's probably finished subbed. So
yeah. He's freaking tired.
I'm tired, man. Long day of work.
He's got his pillow.
Definitely check it out though.
And his PJs on. He's laying down. He ain't gonna get up until tomorrow. Because you so tired. He's just a sleepy boy. Sleepy boy. Sorry, that's my sleepy boy song. I love it. Shout out to Shawn Michaels. Yeah. All right, you watch anything else, big boy?
The sleep break kid over here.
The sleep break, the nap break kid.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
No,
Yeah,
that's all I've watched anime-wise.
All right, I need you to watch the latest episode of Legend of Galactic Heroes and text me when you do.
Okay.
Just whenever you get around to it.
Okay.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, it's getting wild. Really good season. I have also watched a few things. Mostly the same stuff I've been watching. I finished Dr. Stone. Like it. They gave us the hey, season 2 coming. Cool. I finished up Ascendance of a Bookworm. Really cute show. Season 2 is also on the way. That one I told you it took a turn in this last episode where it was like, whoa, shit got a little serious there for a second. Won't dwell too much on that because you haven't seen it. Caught all the way up on man, there's like I was telling you earlier, the last few episodes of a lot of these shows have been brutal. Vinland Saga, obviously, it's always gonna be brutal, freaking brutal. This one was more talking, but there were still moments of holy moly, dude. And then also Stars Align had some really fun moments, really intense stuff with the family. That show is all about the parent drama, and ended on a cliffhanger that I'm like, oh god, someone's about to go to jail forever. It's getting pretty serious. But yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. I am not all the way caught up on Welcome to Demon School of Rumakun. I kind of fell off of the Outburst Dreamer Boys. I really want to get back on that train. And we were actually looking at stuff that's coming up this coming year. There's a lot of pretty cool looking stuff coming up, y'all. We're going to have a lot to talk about and a lot to watch in this coming year. It's going to be a good time. But yeah, I can't really talk too much about anything else I've seen because you haven't watched any of it. I don't want to spoil nothing for you in case you do, but there's a decent amount of stuff out there. And I was having a lot of fun this week. I will say we were both kind of into Babylon, and there hasn't been a new episode of that for a few weeks. Apparently they were taking a break between the second and the final arc, they say, which, I mean, call it arcs. It's all the same story, but I guess slightly different arc. I don't really see the arc in it, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, it ended on episode 7, which was particularly freaking gruesome. And now it's going into the end of it. I think the 30th is when the next episode drops. Is that right? Yeah, it's gonna run pretty soon. They kind of took a break there, which is kind of a bummer because I don't think it's that big a deal because I was gonna say, who knows, it might have ended up on my top 5. I don't know that show's gonna be in my top 5 for the year. I feel like just this first bit of it, I could confidently say no, I probably wouldn't put it in top 5. But I do think it's interesting. I do think there's fun to be had there if you want to watch it. Fun is the wrong word. That show is brutal at points. It is disturbingly gross at points. But I think if you're into some psychological and actual horror, you can have a good time with it. But yeah, I look forward to finishing up Babylon. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's about it.
Sweet.
Roger, I want to ask you a question. Now that we've talked about what we've been watching.
Yeah.
How was your holiday, big boy? We just got through Christmas.
Oh, man.
How'd it treat you?
It was long. But by the
long,
time...
loose, and full of... No.
By the time I had to return my ass back to work, did not feel like it was that long.
Yep. Yep.
Because a whole lot of it, doing family stuff.
Yeah,
we
man.
We hosted our first Christmas with family at our house.
Oh, nice.
We did it with Kat's family. It was fun. I did lots of cooking and cleaning for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Christmas Eve, did my brother's stuff. Went over there, gave the kids some gifts. Then on Christmas, Kat and I did our stuff. Got some cool stuff. Got me some cool shirts.
Yeah.
Got me my Devilman Crybaby shirt on.
I was telling him I have this exact shirt. And
yes.
We got to coordinate now.
Yesterday, I got I was wearing my Sele Neon Genesis shirt. Mm-hmm. It has little eyes or whatever. The little eye symbol.
Yeah.
And then there's a Metal Slug shirt as well. Got another little glass animal for my animal collection. I have this random animal figurine collection in my living room.
Nice, dude.
It's on top of the shelf. There's just tons of animals, elephants and stuff like that. that I've slowly been. It's like my trinket collection of
Very
like
cool.
grandmother trinkets.
Very cool.
So I got something for that, and then my lovely fiance Kat got me a 65-inch ultra high definition 4K TV, and it will burn your eyeballs right out of your head.
Yeah, it will. So
You
is
damn
that
right it will.
that's a proper 4K, or is it QLED, or
I don't remember. It is
we'll get the model number.
yeah.
We'll let y'all know for sure. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, I walked in and like the whole living room was rearranged. I was like, oh, this looks nice. Is that a new TV? And I looked,
Yeah.
I was like, you got a Samsung. My boy done graduated from Vizio. Got him a proper Samsung. Look at you.
It's a really nice TV.
That's really cool. Shout out to Kat, obviously,
Yeah.
best girlfriend ever.
Thank you.
After mine, you know what I'm saying? After mine, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna have a girlfriend fight.
Okay.
They're both great.
I didn't want to have a girlfriend fight.
I just said that and I was like, no.
My thing says, I took a picture of the box. It
You
says,
took a picture of the box.
Yeah, so I could show Corey. Certified UHD 4K Ultra HD. Yada yada yada. I don't know what all that means. I just know that
Doesn't have a model number on it.
it's the NU 6900.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 6 series. Hell yeah, that's a good TV.
Yeah.
That's a really good TV, actually. That's good stuff, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that means that it's 4K or not, but I mean,
No, it's 4K.
It says 4K on there. So.
No, it's a 4K. It's so. I mean, if you want to get technical, 4K is a thing that's like technically is impossible on a standard high definition TV on a standard like flat screen, because the like ratio or whatever is like designed for movie theaters. So, which is why a lot of times you'll see them say Ultra HD, but it's still the same like pixel density and shit. So
Yeah.
it's effectively 4K.
Yeah.
But whatever. Doesn't matter. TV shit. Blah. Really cool.
Yeah, Brandon.
Really freaking
Brandon
cool,
works
dude.
in an electronics department.
Do you want to fight about it, dude?
No, I don't.
That's right, you don't. That's right, you
don't feel like
freaking
fighting.
don't. That's right, you don't.
I'm
Make
too
sure you
tired to
make
fight.
sure you turn off the motion smoothing. That's some bullshit.
Oh yeah, I turned all that shit off.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing the cat's like, oh, because I'm setting up all the settings. Like, no, you got to turn all this stuff off.
Turn
Makes
off
it
the
bad.
motion. Yeah, the motion smoothing is horse shit.
I don't like that soap opera effect thingy either.
Well, that's usually because your hertz rate, but whatever.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Well, I turned that shit off, so it looks normal to me.
Good boy. Good for you, my sleepy boy. I'm happy for you, dude. That's really cool. Sounds like you had a great holiday.
I did. It was really good.
That's nice, dude. For ours, we do all our stuff on Christmas Eve, and I had to work till freaking 10 o'clock on Christmas Eve, which sucked. But we got home, did our gift exchange with the folks. I got Haley a nice pair of boots. She loves Uggs, but doesn't own any real Uggs. She has Nugs, she calls them, which are not Uggs. And I was like, that's silly. So I bought her a pair of Uggs, and they are
You know, I'm not hating, and I don't want it to come off this way, but
fucking Uggs, right?
no, I didn't know people still wore those. I didn't even
people
know
like
they
them.
were a thing.
Oh, people love them. I mean, it's mostly like Baylor girls. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I felt like, I mean, I remember whenever Ugg boots
Baylor
were
is
like,
the big college in our town, so I mean, there you
Yeah,
go. We're
yeah.
in Waco. We see a lot of these.
I felt like I heard a lot about Uggs whenever I was graduating. Like
They still
2006.
exist.
But, okay, yeah.
They're still a thing.
Very cool.
She likes them, and I got her a pair. She likes Uggs and she likes sparkly shit. So I got her a pair that is the
Are they
two-sided.
just
They're the
sparkly
two-sided
asses?
sequins that are silver one way and gold the other way, and they do look very fun. Yeah. Let's see. I got from her a pack of magic cards, a single magic card, a pearl medallion or something. I forget what it is. Yeah, I know where she got it from. You dink. Yeah, she got it from my buddy Roger over at
That
the game
sounds
store.
like it's a good commander card.
It's a very good card if I'm playing mono white, which I probably will. And I also got from her a copy of Death Stranding, which is a game I've been wanting to play, but probably would never buy for myself. So thank you very much, my girlfriend. Other thing that happened, got some other stuff, mostly from my parents. There's a lot of socks and underwear, which is cool because I'll never buy myself socks and underwear. I hate shopping for socks and underwear. My stepbrother gave us a pair of gifts, me and my girlfriend, a pair of gifts that are maybe some of the coolest shit I've ever got, and I will never wear it in my life. You're hearing it here. He, for his birthday a little while ago, got like I think it's like a Cricut or something. It's one of those things where like you can print and make shirts. So he's been making shirts. He made my dad a really nice one. My dad, when he had a younger sister who did not live very long. It's very sad. But he made him a nice shirt with a picture of her on it, and she's got little angel wings, very beautiful. He's been making a lot of shirts. And for me and my girlfriend, he took a picture of me and put on a shirt for her, and a picture of her and put it on a shirt for me. It's got arrows pointing at each other, and one of them says, "I'm with this geek," pointing at me with a picture of me on her shirt, and mine says, "I'm with this dork," or whatever, with a picture of her pointing at her to the left. So not only is it incredibly tacky because we have each other on our shirts, it's also forcing us to stand next to each other that way. I have to stand to the right of her now for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and you have to coordinate wearing them too.
I hate these shirts, but it is also the funniest, coolest thing I've ever gotten. Cause like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It's really awesome and very thoughtful. I can't ever wear it. I just can't. But yeah, that's what I got for Christmas. And also, my good buddy Roger and Kat got me a nice little thing of soaps and some magic cards and these really cool Agretzko, Gory, and Washimi figurines that I love. Super cool. Otherwise, yeah, that was pretty much it for Christmas. Oh, we did go and hang out with Haley's family on Christmas. Her aunt is filthy rich. Not because she is filthy rich, because she's filthy rich and also married, like, apparently the dude who runs 3M or something, the Sticky Note King.
Huh.
Hell if I know. They have a vacation home here in Waco. They have just an extra house where they'll hang out sometimes, and they've been redoing it and stuff, and it's super fancy, and we went and hung out there, and man oh man, it was just a bunch of white people.
Yeah, go figure.
I was just surrounded, and they're all very nice people. I just don't think they've ever spent any time around someone who's darker than a slice of Mrs. Baird's for more than 5 minutes. Sure. So for the most part, it was chill. There were a couple moments where I was like her aunt, they made this really delicious, this amazing salsa that I'm in love with, and I got a big freaking thing of it because they forced me to take it, and I was like, I will take that. It's like, they called it cowboy caviar, Texas caviar. It's basically just black beans and corns and tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
It's freaking great. Like, I've been munching on that with tortilla chips for like the past couple days. It's delicious. But so she gives me a thing of it, and she was like, "Do you want another?" I was like, "Oh no, this is plain." I'm trying to be nice. It's like, I can't take, like, it's literally a huge Tupperware thing full of it. Like, I'm showing Roger with my hands. Like, it's massive. Yeah. And I was like, "No, I'm good." She's like, "You sure you don't want some more for your people? Your family?" And I was like, it's just, like, I know she didn't mean anything.
Yeah. But yeah, of course.
She did refer to them as you people, your people. Oh, sorry, your family. And I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it definitely. So I've met. I'm white myself.
She several times was walking around with like this hoodie on, and she was like, "Oh, I need to change. I look like I'm in the hood." And I was like, "Okay." And she was like, "Oh, relax, Brandon." I was like, "I didn't say anything."
Yeah, relax. They're also the people that they'll say the word black or black person, and they'll look to see if there are any black people around.
I didn't say that. If any of them hear this, I love you all. I love you people. Your people, your family.
As a fellow white person, like, I've been around that situation so many times. Like, you can say black people. They
were incredibly nice. They were very nice folks. We did fuck up real bad.
Most white people are for them.
We fucked up. Haley fucked up really bad at one point because the night before we were at my place and Mom was cooking chitlins. Yes, chitlins, chitterlings, whatever. I'm not gonna go into the details. It's like a thing. It's one of those foods that, like, this is what black people make. Yeah. It's like a traditional thing, I guess. Fine. So she was making that. They smell awful. Haley couldn't even walk through the kitchen. Sorry. We were sitting there eating, and she mentions to one of her uncles, "Hey, you ever had chitterlings?" And I was just like, "Why are you bringing this up? And then he was like, oh yeah, like chitlins. Yeah, and she was like, yeah, Brandon's mom was making some, and like that was just the conversation. Now it's just you can't sit with the darker guy in the room and mention chitlin, because now that's all anyone wants to know about is like literally someone else sat down and talked to him for a second. He was like, so back to chitlins, and I was like, come on, man, this is the conversation now. Fuck.
To be a fly on that wall.
Oh my god.
Just to look at your face through the whole.
It was fun. Honestly, the whole thing was fun. The
you
kids
weren't even
were there.
a little uncomfortable?
Honestly, like that one kind of like, dude, I was a little like, ugh. I got a little wiggly on that one, but for the most part, it was just really fun.
In a room full of white people, and I felt uncomfortable.
And you are a white people.
Yeah, I sure am.
All right. Now
I'm just waiting for one of these motherfuckers to judge me, and now I'm out.
now that I've triggered the race war. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it was really fun. Everybody there was super chill. It was just there was a couple moments where like I felt it going away, and I was like, let me just ollie on out this bitch, and like went to another room and got some more dip. Like that's what I would do. Also, Haley's a fucking monster. We played this damn game. It's like this trivia. So it's some kind of, I forget what it's called. It's like a maze or something, presented by Neil Patrick Harris. It's a really fun little game where you have this board, you roll a dice, you move, whatever color you land on, you have a like a riddle on that one, right? Hey, and there's a little timer, and you have so much time to figure out your riddle. Okay, Haley won. Whenever I had a riddle, I would draw the card. I was like, all right, ready? And I would like, you tell her which number it is so she can look at the answer key and she knows what it is so she can, you know, make sure I'm doing it right. And I would tell her what number it is and not look at the riddle and then say, okay, go. And she'd flip the timer and I'd try to figure it out. Every time she had one, she would look at it and go, I've got number blah, 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 and just sit there staring at it while I'm getting ready to turn the timer. I'm like, all right, 1, you're cheating. 2, she started me on the end of the board with all the hard ones where she was on the end of the board with all the easy ones. And I'm like, you're cheating. She's like, you're good at riddles. You're cheating. It was a great Christmas is what I'm saying. It was a great Christmas. I had to air that grievance. I'm sorry.
I played Uno with my niece,
love you.
Who I'm certain was cheating at Uno. Well, she was playing emoji Uno. She said it had new rules.
What?
Yeah, so she's like, okay, I'm giving you have to draw 4 cards, and since you drew cards, it skips your turn. I'm like,
that's not how Uno works.
Yeah, I was like, is that really a rule, Camry? And she's like, yes.
How old is this child?
She is 9.
All right.
And
I was gonna say, if she was double digits, dude, this is not cool.
She was freaking snaking us on Uno.
She's straight up cheating.
Yeah, and then so then I cheated against her. And like when she realized that I cheated, I was just watching her face.
What did you do exactly?
I set down a whole stack of cards.
Oh, you put down like 7
Yeah, it was
at
like
once.
5 or whatever. And like so I had it to where they were all together.
Yeah, yeah.
And I put it down with the right card on top. And her eyes, they like lit up because A, it unlocked a new potential for her to cheat.
Yes.
And B, she's like, do I say something?
Oh.
I've been cheating this whole time, but Uncle Roger just cheated.
Did she say anything?
She said, I think you set down more than a card. She did. But watching her face, she's like,
you could see her eyes watering and her mouth dropped and she was catching flies for a second.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh, it sounds like we both had a fun time.
Yeah.
We were both cheated out of our deserved win. Now, to be fair, before we played that game, we did play Scrabble and I fucking demolished her. We ended the score. She had like 170. I had like 300 something. No, she had like 200. She had like 200 or so, and I had like 300 something points, like 370 points. Like the first thing I did was slam down.
You guys
all
ever
my
want to get on some word with friends, you let me know.
I don't want to make you feel bad, man.
I don't know if you can.
I don't want to make you feel bad, man.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, all right.
Because,
you know all the 2-letter words with a Q and an X in them.
Yep. A quacks, yo dumbass.
I quacks, yo dumb. Stupid. That's not even the right game.
But yeah, I mean, I used to play Cat's Mama.
I've never played real Scrabble, so I wanted to play real Scrabble, and she maintained.
Did you guys play with the dictionary?
So this was the thing. we didn't have a dictionary. The Scrabble rules has a little list of 2-letter words, which she kept looking at. And before I played a thing, I was like, hey, is it cool if I look up a word to make sure it's real before I play it? And she was like, sure. And I was on Hasbro.com. They have a Scrabble dictionary. You just type in the word and it'll tell you. And she, when I complained she was cheating at the riddle game, she was like, you cheated at Scrabble. I was like, I asked you, ma'am, if I could check.
It's not cheating. You're allowed to have a dictionary.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But like, her thing was like, okay, but I'm just sitting there typing in whatever letters, whatever words, and seeing if they're real rather than just looking them up.
It's not a word that you know.
It's like, okay, fair enough, but also I asked first, ma'am. You could have said no.
Yeah.
I think she was really just mad because the first fucking thing I did.
On this podcast.
I think she was mad because the first thing I did was slam down all 7 of my tiles and get that 50-point bonus for slamming down everything.
I got
First word, boom, get it. Commanding lead, sir. Commanding lead. Anyway.
Can you get the 50-point bonus on the first word?
Why not?
I don't think you
can. Can you not?
I don't think so.
I mean, she looked at the rules and said, yeah, it says you get 50 points. I don't know. If you play all your tiles, you get an extra points, right? That's the thing.
Yeah,
is it not on the first word?
I thought it had to be after the first turn.
Oh, okay. Well, then I've had 50. Let's say that's true. I have 50 points less, and I still damn near doubled her score. Eat it, Haley, you cheater. I love you.
She clicked off a long time ago.
She clicked off a long time. As soon as I talked about her family being pseudo-racist. All right. That's more than enough. We've had a long-ass ramble. Let's get on out of here. My boy is sleepy.
Yeah, I'm sniffly, too.
Thank you so much for listening. If y'all have anything
I do have a couple more presents. Hold on.
Bring it. What?
So I got, look, the customers brought me.
Oh my God, you got a squirrel girl.
Yeah, one
Holy
of my
shit, that's
customers
awesome.
brought me this squirrel girl.
You got a squirrel. It's a Marvel Rising figurine. It's one of those that kind of looks like a Barbie doll, but super awesome. And it's fucking Squirrel Girl.
And it's got a tippy toe in there.
My favorite. It does have tippy toe. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Squirrel Girl.
I thought it was really cute. I got those cool muscle figures.
Have you always had this Agretzko energy drink?
No, Kat got me that. It was in my
That's
stocking.
awesome.
And then Dylan, Silent Dill, and Corey, who does the Let's Play with me, their parents came in and brought me these pint glasses over here.
Oh, yeah. Ultimate Warrior and Randy Savage. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah, so I had a lot of people come drop off at the store.
I really respect one of those guys.
Oh, yeah.
That was a thing. So at Haley's family's place, they actually had me a little bag, which was super cool. I didn't think they were handing out presents. They were like, "Here, Brandon, this is for you." I was like, "No way!" And it's one of those little miniature, like the real tiny, like arcade machines. It's got Galaga on it, which is pretty sweet. There's like the best one.
Oh,
it's
neat.
like
Yeah.
Pac-Man, whatever, Miss Pac-Man, whatever. Galaga, fuck yes.
Yeah.
And they also, because this is how Haley's side of the family does it, everybody got a bunch of scratch offs. Like the $20 and $30
that's what
scratch
Kat's
offs.
family does too.
Oh yeah, dude. It was pretty
$5
great.
scratch offs.
They had the big boys. They had like the $20, $30 ones, and every one of mine was loose. Except one got $25 on one of them, which was a $20 card, came out ahead. But yeah.
I like it.
It was pretty fun. Pretty fun holiday. Not bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit the plugs and get out of
buddies.
Happy holidays.
Let us know how your holiday went.
Hey, if you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or
What kind of
Kwanzaa
cool
or
presents
Tet
did you
or any
get?
of that stuff, by all means, let us know. Tell us how fun it was. Have a happy new year. I'm actually off on New Year's Day, so I don't know if I'm gonna go out and get completely wasted, but I have the opportunity.
Well, here's the thing, dude. Is I may or may not be off on New Year's Day, so we could play cards here, and I have a bunch of free alcohol that my brother sent me. So we got a giant bottle of vodka.
Well, we might have to have a little party now. Break out the Loop and Louie. Let's do this shit.
Yeah, we got a pretty big bottle of tequila.
Ooh, what kind?
I don't know. You'll have to look at it before you leave.
Probably the good stuff.
I don't know.
It's definitely some stuff.
I got this Hellboy cinnamon whiskey too.
That sounds awesome. You just reminded me of my sad story. Let me tell this real quick. So
here we go.
On Christmas Eve, on my lunch break at the job, my job is right next to a liquor store, and I was like, I know I'm going to be going to Haley's family's house. I don't like going anywhere without a little gift. I usually take a bottle of liquor if the family's cool with it. And I wanted to have something for my parents as well. Parents like Southern Comfort, got them a bottle of Southern Comfort. Relatively cheap stuff. You can get a pretty big bottle for like less than $15. Decent. I usually go for a bottle of Slow and Low. That's my go-to whiskey, but they were all sold out. So instead I said, you know what, screw it. I'm going big boy, got me a bottle of Balcones.
Made here in Waco, Texas.
Black label, $80-something. Good stuff. The good stuff. And I checked out, and I put it in my car, and I worked the rest of my shift. I went on home, and Haley was coming over, about to open all her Christmas presents, and I'm walking out of the room with a big pair of Uggs wrapped up in a package, this bag of liquor, and another bag with another small gift. I got her, she likes Haunted Mansion. I got her a little Madame Leota pop, the little lady in the crystal ball.
Sure.
She likes Madame Leota. Yeah. Got her that too. And I'm walking out with all that, and I trip over nothing, and the liquor slips out of my hands, and the Southern Comfort was fine. The Balcones bottle, the top just broke clean off of it, and it's just spilling everywhere, and I'm just screaming, fuck, fuck, fuck. I was so upset. And then we picked it up. There was like maybe half a bottle left. I had another bottle because I had the same bottle before, like a while ago, and I had the bottle in my room. Took that, we filtered all the broken glass out of it into this other bottle, like through like a tea strainer thing.
Yeah.
And I've got like half a bottle of Balcones, and you know what? Still got me drunk.
But her family did not get that.
Family did not get any. We ended up, Haley, and I had mentioned, hey, if you can find a bottle of Slow and Low, that'd be good to have. I'd mentioned doing it before, and then I went and shopped too. She did end up finding a bottle of Slow and Low, so we took that over there, and then they put it in a cabinet. The one lady put it in a cabinet, and we were gonna break it out later. But then she was like, "Oh, everybody's leaving. Here, just take it. You just keep it. It's good." It's like she didn't want it. They ended up drinking this peach wine we got instead, and we kept the Slow and Low. So there you go. Still got liquor. I got liquor. Baby's gonna get drunk.
Liquor? I barely knew.
You monster.
Liquor damn near killed her.
Stupid.
Oh, I'm tired.
You're a damn fiend is what you are.
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
That's more than enough out of you. But yes, baby's got liquor for New Year, so that'll be fun. Let's go ahead and bust on out of here for real this time. I was just so sad about my very expensive Balcones.
Yeah, that is sad.
That shit is not cheap. And
I've
it's
never
very
bought
good.
it. I've only ever got it for free.
Yeah, because you're buddies with buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, thanks for doing these magic tournaments that you're required to do. Get you some Balcones.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, let's bust on out of here then. So thanks everybody for listening. We really appreciate you. If you have any fun stories about stuff that's coming up, more stuff about Carole and Tuesday, you want to tell us what you've been watching, give us any recommendations for cool animes, or tell us about how great your holiday was. We'd love to hear about it. Please leave us a comment. You can do that pretty much anywhere that you see the Good Buddies. Obviously, if you listen to the podcast, you can leave us a review and tell us all about it. Ask us some questions. We love getting questions.
We sure do.
Oh, that was one. Real quick, pause, mini question. Wheelie, wheelie, wheel. Our boy, we had one on one comment. I think it was our boy Josh. I think.
Might have been Josh, yeah.
I think it was. He was talking about like music in an anime, and he was like, "What kind of music are you guys into?" There's a thing I remember seeing. So quick, what are you into?
Man, I like country music a whole lot.
Yeah.
I like somewhere in between. It's weird because I like,
technically it's two kinds of music, country and western.
Yeah, country and western. So, well, there's also Red Dirt and all sorts of stuff like that. Outlaw country.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of great country that I like. I like lots of punk rock. I kind of grew up as a young teen.
What's that band you love? Like your favorite band you play in the album?
Which one?
It's
Baha Men?
No, yes, Baha Men. No, it was like oh shit, what's the name of it? I think they were the one. Were they the ones with the one with the trans lead singer?
Oh, Against Me.
Yeah, Against Me is like one of your faves.
Yeah, they're one of my favorites. I would say that my favorite band is It's really hard not to say that Coheed and Cambria is.
Well, yeah, you love Coheed and Cambria.
I freaking love Coheed and Cambria
a lot.
But I also like stuff like more like indie stuff, I guess is what they would label.
You were just listening to what's his butt?
Andrew Jackson Jihad. Modest Mouse. I love Modest Mouse.
Oh, I love Modest Mouse.
Me Without You. They're a Christian band and I freaking love them.
Okay.
Have you ever heard Me Without You?
I've heard of that band. I don't think I've ever heard them.
God, Manchester Orchestra. I love Manchester Orchestra. But yeah, I grew up with lots of punk rock, so I have a lot of punk rock influence as to like the style of music. It's almost where I find like the heart of music. Like, because I'm very particular. Like, I will completely. Everybody in the world could love a song, and if I felt like they made it for money, they didn't make it with their heart. Then it's a weird fucking rule that I have.
Fucking hipster.
And I don't know that, like, that's something I obviously can't prove.
This fucking hipster.
I'm like, no, this is garbage.
This hipster.
It did not come from the heart.
That's fine.
But that's kind of stuff like country, punk rock, some of more like Modest Mouse style bands, stuff like that. But Coheed and Cambria is probably my favorite band. They've consistently been with me longer than any band. Like, I can just listen to them. Them guys know how to rip. I've seen them 5 times live.
Hell yeah, dude.
I freaking love them. What do you like, dude?
I listen to a little bit of everything, man. I don't think there's very few types of music that I'm not into. I will say most modern country and western, sure. Most modern country and western doesn't do it for me,
dude.
Really,
because you're listening to that bubblegum, dude.
Yeah, well, I don't listen to it at all. Is the thing. But like, I just don't care for it. I like a lot of the older stuff, But
I tell you what, I don't like.
That's what a lot of people
classic
say.
rock.
Hey, man, but you only had one guitar.
I can't. If it's karaoke, I fucking hate it.
It's gonna be okay, man. I can fucks with pretty much anything. As far as like, it's easier to just name stuff I really like. Lately,
I do like
let's
some
see.
classic rock.
I saw a thing where some people were talking about like the best albums of the past decade, past 10 years. So like 2010, 2019. And no one mentioned Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. I think that might be my favorite album of the last 10 years. It's fucking incredible. Really good rap album, hip hop stuff. It's amazing. What else? I've been listening to, a buddy of mine at work. Let me look this up. Turned me on to, because I can't pronounce this dude's name. The album Bubba by K-Tranada, excuse me, just dropped like a couple weeks ago. Pretty fucking hip. Freaking bops. Otherwise, it's like pretty much whatever I'm into, man. I like Gorillaz. I like Modest Mouse. You already mentioned Modest Mouse. I think the first album I ever bought with my own money was The Reminder by Feist, and that's an album I really love. It's just super chill. I like chill stuff. Something I can just put on and drive to, or just kind of chill out listening to. That said, I do also like angry shit.
Dude,
like,
first album I ever bought with my own money was Big Willie Style.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's amazing. But yeah, man, I feel like I pride myself on being able to find some kind of artistic value in pretty much anything. Like, if someone made it and they cared about it, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously, there is stuff that's like super produced and whatnot, and that doesn't bother me. But like, pretty much if it's music and I can tap my foot to it or just kind of listen to it and chill out, I'm in. There's very little that I can't really get with. I will say, like, I'm probably never gonna be into Gwar.
Dude, I saw Gwar live one time.
I bet they put on a fuck of a live show.
It was amazing.
I bet their live show's incredible. I can't listen to that shit.
Yeah, I don't like much.
I mean, doesn't
music.
it literally mean God, what awful racket? Like,
yeah, God, what an awful racket.
Yeah, I can't be dealing with that. Norwegian black metal, I've tried it. No, like that. It's just too much.
Yeah, sure, I can see that.
Yeah, I just listened to the freaking
Gwar. They're so good to see live, and they do have a couple of songs, more thrashy songs that I do like. But
okay, maybe
overall,
I can deal with those.
like, nah, not really.
But like, yeah, pretty much. I pride myself in being able to listen to anything, but I do have my limits, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but that's pretty much that. All right, got us off on a tangent. Let's get back into it. So
I hate that bubblegum country.
You hate that bubblegum country.
Anything that's anything's karaoke'd.
Man, oh man, they got on the damn ads at work. They got a couple different ones playing. One from, I can't remember that fool's name, but man, his music is bumming me out when I gotta hear it.
Blake Shelton?
No, what's the fool? Hang on, he did that song, "Oh, when it rains, it pours." It's not like terrible, but like it's just so cookie cutter to me. Hang on.
When it rains, that one.
Luke Combs, not a bad dude. Whoop! Accidentally clicked on the song. Not a bad dude. Puts out okay music. Okay. It's just so standard.
Yep. It's that bubblegum.
I just feel like he's not pushing any of them. And that's not a knock against him, but like when I've got to hear this same song 80 times a day at the job, this one clip of it is gonna make me sad.
Yeah, we listen to the oldie station at work.
Oh, I love the oldie station.
Also, it makes me very sad because there are definitely songs that now are hitting there. They're like, are you sure this is supposed to be on here? Is Green Day supposed to be on the oldie station?
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what song?
So far we're getting songs from Dookie and Nimrod.
All right, time to pack it in, kids. Let's go crawl into our coffins. So if you have anything to tell us about your music tastes or what animes you like and all that stuff, got any questions for us like our buddy Josh? I believe that was Josh. If it was Josh, shout out to Josh.
I think it was.
If it was not, sorry.
I totally forgot. I haven't got on. I need to do our comments.
Yeah, I saw that one a while ago and I was like, I was going to mention this.
I've been so busy the last couple of weeks, it just hasn't been something that I can do.
Well, we love our good buddies and we'd love to hear from y'all. So please leave us a comment pretty much anywhere you want to. Obviously, there's a YouTube page, Rapid Kick Media on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Give us a like. Give us a subscription. Click that bell so we can do your dong and leave a comment. We love answering your questions. We love getting questions from y'all, and we promise to actually do it better next time. Y'all. Also, pretty much anywhere you see the name Good Buddies, we're on a number of different podcast apps, including Podbean. I use Stitcher is on there. I use Podcast Addict. We are not on Spotify. Are we gonna try to get on Spotify? What's the deal?
Probably not.
Soon. Not anytime soon. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But right now, whatever. But yeah. Pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts except Spotify. You can hit us up, check us out. Apple Podcasts, obviously. Leave us a review. We'd really appreciate it. 5 stars if you don't mind. And tell us what you think. Even if you didn't like the show, just give us 5 stars. Otherwise, we won't acknowledge your presence. Thank you. Beyond that, we do, of course, have a number of other ways you can hit us up. There's the classic Gmail, thegoodbuddiesanimepod@gmail.com. We have the Facebook group, The Good Buddies Universe on Facebook. And we have the Twitter, TGB_animepod, as well as the Dead and Zombified Tumblr, thegoodbuddies.tumblr.com. And as I always say, those things do have different names. You're going to find them. I believe in you. Beyond that, I do want to give a shout out to our good buddies Married with Seamonsters for the use of our opening theme song, Paperdoll. They're so cool, they are on Spotify. But that song, as well as so many other Hot Fire tracks, that one's only available on marriedwithseamonsters.bandcamp.com. So you need to check out that website. It's amazing. Download you some tracks. You ain't got to pay for most of the stuff. Just get it. It's all good. You're gonna have a good time.
You're gonna have a good time.
We love our good buddies, Married with Seamonsters. Thank you so much for the use of our opening theme song. Again, that's Paperdoll by Married with Seamonsters. We want to give another shout out to our good buddy Haas for the use of our closing theme on the review portion of the show. That's the Buddies Good on the YouTube channel. One more time, Thomas Tastes Better on Instagram. That is Thomas Tastes Better, all one word, on Instagram for the use of our closing theme on there. The Buddies Good. Thank you, Haas. And one more shout out to our good buddy, A Petty Theft. Right. Ertagun. Thanks, bud. Who are you?
Who am I?
That is how it's pronounced. 2 P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Thank you, Petty Theft, for the use of our closing theme on the Ramble and on the podcast, obviously. Yeah. Which we are still calling Sweet Anime Dreams. Sweet Anime Dreams. I can't talk.
Sweet Anime Dreams, dude. You're getting tired.
We're so tired. We're both so tired.
I'm so tired.
Shout out to Petty Theft again. That's Petty Theft on SoundCloud and on Twitter. Thank you so much, Petty Theft, for the use of our closing theme on the podcast. And I think that about does it for us, big boy. You got one to take us out on?
Yeah.
All right. Well, from all of us here at the Good Buddies universe, I am your good buddy Brandon.
And I am your good buddy Roger. And I'm just a sleepy boy.
Sleepy boy.